For a lacy effect, which is really great to do in weaving, because if this were a knitted lace, it would take ages to make, but with weaving it's so easy. You want to also set it fairly openly. So this is an example of how this looks on the loom, and that degree of openness means that while you're weaving, you don't beat. You place the weft. So we'll see how that works. It's a different kind of weaving experience, and it's kind of gentle. I'll weave a few picks of plain weave just to show you how I'm placing the weft. I'm careful at the corner. I don't want, at the selvage, I don't want that to turn. I don't want it to leave a loop, and I don't want it to pull the threads in. I like the spacing to be really even for the final result. And then I pull the beater forward, and it's even hard to see that weft because I'm trying to make it exactly as far apart in the weft as the warp threads are far apart from each other. And that's actually what you have to do with lace generally, is place the weft at the exact distance, each weft at the exact distance from each other as each warp thread is far from its neighbor. And sometimes that's very tricky. So if I'm going to do just a couple more picks of tabby, and then I'll do a lace sequence. This particular one that I'm going to do now is going to be Hoogt texture. And I'm doing an even tabby. And again, I remember that I'm on an even tabby row. Then I'll use pattern treadle 1. Place gently. Even tabby row. Pattern treadle 1. Even tabby. And after I finish those 5 picks, I would want to say to myself, now I cannot really tell very well what they're doing, but I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and see if they're about as tall as 5 warp threads are wide, and they are. So then I would go move my foot to odd tabby and pattern treadle 2 and go odd tabby. Pattern treadle 2. Odd tabby. Pattern treadle 2. Oops, pattern treadle 2. Odd tabby.